Mere Bhaiyon Beno, a very happy Eid to all of you. This is your boy Fertilance and welcome to my channel. If you like my content, please do consider subscribing, leave a like and comment below as well, and we'll start today's video. So there's a couple of things that I wanted to today, discuss in today's video, and one of the things that came up in the last week was this whole issue with FIFA Ultimate Team farming in Ukraine. And this is some crazy news, guys and gals. I mean, it's just so out there that you wouldn't imagine. A country like Ukraine has a warehouse full of PS4s where they're farming FIFA Ultimate coins or something, basically just using that to make money. And the reason, how they caught this was that this building was using an unusually high amount of electricity, and apparently that electricity that was being consumed by this place was being stolen, and it wasn't even being paid for, which is ironic. So the news says that there were about 4,000 PS4s that were used for farming. Now, initially when the news stories came out, this was kind of shown in terms of that these PS4s are being used for mining cryptocurrencies, which we've heard of these things in the past, that people use graphics cards, GPUs and stuff like that for mining and stuff. But this is on a huge scale. I mean, if you look at the pictures, you'll probably see my thumbnail as well, and you can see the news article stating what this place kind of looked like. I mean, you see like 4,000 PS4s, I think 3,890 something. Like, that's a lot of PS4s, man. I mean, how did they secure this many systems to do this? But anyway, initially, like I said, they thought this was a crypto mining operation, but further investigation into the matter actually kind of showed that this was actually mining for FIFA's Ultimate Team. I mean, this goes to show you a deeper issue within the gaming industry right now, how in-game monetizations are on such a high scale, on such a high level, that they have real-world effects on people, right? Now, interestingly, they did say that the building or the warehouse itself was owned by the power company itself, but then there was news later on that the company didn't own the warehouse, or it was one of the previous owners of it. So it was just a very interesting turn of events. But I think the main point out of this entire conversation is that someone went to the lengths they did just so they can mine FIFA Ultimate Team's coins. I mean, is the business of FIFA Ultimate Team so lucrative that someone sought out, got a warehouse, stole electricity only so that they can mine FIFA Ultimate Team coins and stuff? I mean, Jesus, man, like we have to take a look at ourselves as gamers and see what companies do we actually promote, or the companies that we are supporting with our money, right? And what kind of predatory monetization systems that have been put in by companies like this that basically show what they're actually about. Like, they don't care about you and me, man. They care about money. They care about just meeting their bottom line or exceeding their expectations when it comes to financial incomes. And it's incredibly sad. And they're using people's nostalgia for players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. If you want them, you can buy them, and they're just mining this stuff so that they can make some money off of it. In all honesty, for me, all in all, some people might say that we can't point our fingers at EA or Activision directly for these things, but you can bet your ass that I will, right? It is their system that's in place that basically dictates what we can and cannot do with the in-game currencies, and what real world money has an effect in terms of what can be done within game monetization, right? So don't think for a second that these shitty companies like EA or Activision actually care about any of, right? They don't care that they put forms of simulated gambling in our games that are targeted towards children aged 3 and above. I mean, just think of how demoralizing it is to know that in a game that's basically designed for children, working off of their nostalgia of their favorite teams, their favorite players, people that they look up to, and they say, hey, you want your favorite player, you want that 97, 98, 99 percentile player within this game, better cough up those $3 or keep on grinding for the next 3 months of your life. I mean, it is deplorable, right? These companies have no morality when all they care about is their bottom line, right? I kid you not, probably they will sell their own mothers just to make a couple of extra million in their fiscal year. And trust me, I know this very well because I work for just such a company. But that's a story for another time, guys, maybe one day. On top of all this, you'd imagine that the company's employees from the bottom to the top are all like swimming in money. Not true at all. Most of the upper corporate management does make millions yearly, that's right, but the bottom line developers who actually make the games are subject to no breaks, paid vacations, and they have to work through endless crunch to make deadlines. Barely enough they make to pay their rent or, you know, have their basic necessities of life covered. I mean, it is the good old capitalistic society and the capitalist management system, right? I mean, the people at the bottom get screwed, where the people at the top have more money than their great grandchildren could ever need. So just a stupid set of events, guys. Honestly, I don't like hearing these kinds of news, but they're important to show us what basically happens behind the scenes. And it's just a deplorable, sad state of affairs, right? I mean, just look at the latest lawsuit that's going against EA and Activision. I think they should probably throw in Ubisoft's name in it as well if you read the details of the lawsuit. I mean, these freaking companies, if they actually cared about games, they would probably stop harassing their female employees and actually listen to gamers and make good games that people love. But what the hell? What's even the point of bringing all of this up? They're never gonna bloody listen. So I really hope this lawsuit goes through. I hope the people who have been harassed throughout the years actually get paid and these companies lose billions and millions. And it starts from you and me. As gamers, we have to stop supporting these dumb companies and their stupid ideologies, right? The day we stop putting money down is the day we actually take a step forward in moving in the right direction, and that is promoting stuff or promoting companies that are actually good, right? Everyone put their faith in CD Projekt Red. I put my faith in CD Projekt Red when Cyberpunk was coming out. Look at how that turned out, right? EA, Activision, Ubisoft, like Ubisoft's coming out with another dumb game about what is it? Like I think they're using Tom Clancy's license again to come out with a multiplayer game with some stupid stuff. Like, I mean, Jesus, do you guys actually know that what gamers want? Or do you just come out of these ideas, like you bring these ideas out of your ass and say, oh yeah, I'm sure this will be great. I mean, Tom Clancy's license, his books and everything, they're such good spy thrillers, espionage articles, like espionage stories and stuff, and they're just making multiplayer games out of them. This is just such a stupid idea, guys. Like, yet again, a company who's out of touch. I mean, if they would stop maybe harassing and farting on their female employees and actually listen to gamers, they'd probably be able to make some good content, good games, good stories to tell, and bring that out instead of the stupid shit that they put out right now. So I gotta be honest, guys, I mean, it's all over disheartening news. I sincerely hope that all of these companies that have these sort of behaviors get sued, and people bring these issues to light so that we can actually, curb this, and hopefully get rid of this out of our beloved gaming industry. Anyway, moving on to the second thing that I wanted to highlight was this whole Netflix for gaming thing. The rumor that, at some points it was saying that Sony was joining forces with Netflix for game streaming. Honestly, my thoughts are still pretty similar to what they have been in my previous videos in this regard. I'm not a fan of game streaming because I think what people in North America don't realize is that not everyone has a good internet to stream games. On top of that, I mean, there are even some states in America that internet is crapping, so I guess people just don't care about those people living in those states as well. And I personally believe in owning physical media. I don't like the dependence on internet to play games, and because I think physical media will always survive as long as you take care of it. So whether it's Sony or Netflix by itself coming into the streaming, game streaming thing and everything, I think I'm gonna reserve my judgment until I see what the service is and maybe experience it myself and see how it works. Until that time, I really don't think I can be convinced. But yet again, guys, these are only opinions of one guy. Let me know what you all think. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and I will holler at you all later. Take care, guys. Bye.